This morning, all morning long, I've been feeling nothing but ecstasy. Every fiber of my body is tingling. I feel such joy feeling myself this way, feeling the life force within me this way. The life force tells me I am alive. The ecstasy I feel tells me I am alive. All of them together make me very happy to be alive and to be talking to you. Feel your own energies. The energies of love that you have for others and you have for yourself are your energies. Sometimes it takes another feeling that love for another before you realize that that is energies, that love is inside of you. It is your unconscious creation, and it makes you conscious. It nags at your attention. You can't ignore the ecstasy within. It calls to you. It says, be aware of me. Be aware of my own love for you and for me. Welcome, Anna, a new face. Welcome, Doomy, for showing your face. And Patty and Angela for showing their faces. We need a feminine contribution to our satsang, which tends to be very male-dominated. Thank you all for coming. I just want to share the joy that you can feel once you awaken to the life force within you. First, it may start as a little tingling around the heart, but it always ends with a huge explosion of joy and energy, love, and sexuality from within. All the energies come together with an explosion of light and ecstasy and bliss and enormous power. This was Robert's awakening when he was 14. This was my awakening 10 years ago because of the love of a woman. She took me out of the void and brought me back into humanity by loving me, and I loved her. So this is the way I teach it now. Just be loving of others. Be open to the loving of others. Now, many people here started with me in the Advaita tradition of believing that nothing is real. Your body is not real. Your mind is not real. Your problems are not real. But this is the kind of teaching for those who are suffering greatly. The void dissolves suffering. The void takes away the pain of suffering, of loss, of grief. But one can become lost in the void, committing a virtual suicide by transcending your humanity, when in fact, the most valuable thing you have in this incarnation of you, of the life force in your body, the most valuable thing you can feel is that life force heart energy that motivates you to stay alive, that can bring you such joy, such ecstasy, such happiness through loving another and thereby loving yourself. I really don't have a lot to say this morning because I'm grabbed by these ecstasies. And I just want to share them directly with you if I could. If you can feel your heart, can you feel the joy I feel? Can you feel the love I feel? Can you feel the energies I feel? The love I feel? My whole body is ecstatic, from my toes, through my feet, my legs, my genitals, my hips, my gut, my heart, my throat, my mouth, my face, all radiating joy, tingling with these energies, this bliss. Can you feel it, Max? VJ, are you feeling it? Stop that. Say yes. Fake it till you make it. Are you feeling it, Angela? Ananda? Albert? Ken? Enrique, I know is. Patty is. Dumi, are you feeling joy? Are you feeling happiness? Are you feeling heart energies? Are you feeling sexual energies? Work on that. Feel your entire body alive, from your toes to your nose, from your butt to the top of your head, alive with ecstasy, alive with tingling energies that circulate throughout your body. Sometimes they circulate counterclockwise, sometimes clockwise around your heart. Sometimes they have colors like red or blue. Sometimes it's just white light rising from your gut upwards into your heart and into your face and into your head and beyond. Sometimes you may feel a golden light descending, like from God, washing you clean of all your sins. But just be open to the ecstasy. Have your body open to its ecstasy. Feel yourself open to love I'm trying to give you, that I'm sending out, and the love you have for each other, our spiritual family. Now look, There are transcendental teachings. These tell you that the ultimate witness is altogether beyond consciousness and cannot itself be made aware of. You, who is the ultimate witness, cannot be aware of yourself as witness, because if you were aware of yourself as witness, that would be an experience, which is in consciousness. You as witness are entirely beyond consciousness, and this is a realization that you can have by doing self-inquiry and other practices. Reading Nisargadatta, reading Ramana, where you see that all experience is consciousness. Your body is consciousness. The world is events in your consciousness. Our appearances in your consciousness. And you witness all of these against the background of emptiness, which is the container of consciousness. And you can be aware of that container of consciousness as emptiness or the void. Now, this void, if you dwell in this void for a long period of time and know absolute stillness, you can know the peace of nothingness. But if in this void you feel into your heart space in your body, and you feel a tingling there, if you feel the sensation of being alive in your heart, and just feel into that sensation. Over time, it will grow and grow and grow and become like a second body to you, an energetic body that fills your physical body with sensations, with energies, with light, with tingling, with sexuality, with love and awareness. Eventually, the sense of presence in your body will become a constant reminder to you that you're alive as a human being. But there's one major component to you that is more important than anything else, which is the life force within you that enables awareness against the background of the void, against the background of emptiness. The emptiness has no power. All of the power is in your life force, in your ability to feel, and those feelings there. That's you as a human being. And then there's nothingness, the nothingness you visit every night when you go to sleep. It's the end of consciousness, the end of feeling alive, the end of your I am. And you drift off into beautiful, sweet sleep, so dark and holding. It's so comfortable in the dark, in the holding of deep sleep. And briefly, your mind wakes up in the sleep and you have a dream. And then in the morning, you come alive again, so to speak. The energy rises from your gut into your heart, then upwards into your brain, and you become awake. First instant of being awake, you don't know who you are, where you are, what you are. You just become aware of consciousness itself at that point. You're not aware that you are. You're not aware of the world. You're just aware that there are sensations. It's almost like walking into a movie theater after the movie started. You don't know what the hell's going on. You walked from the darkness into that brilliant lit screen, and nothing makes sense at first because you haven't been following the movie. Then suddenly a mind comes up into that head with you, with that energy, and recognition takes place, and you see the scene as it is. You're in your bedroom, looking up at the ceiling, feeling yourself for the first time that day. And then perhaps you begin wondering how that day is going to be, or you start filling yourself with thoughts of what you have to do. And you begin losing that bliss that you had instants before when you were asleep. I'm sending you this blissful energy I'm feeling now. All morning long, I've been ecstatically shaking with these blissful energies, yearning to give them to you, wanting you to feel them. I love you all so much. You have no idea the love I feel right now, except maybe you're feeling it yourself. Look around you at the people here. Do you feel any special love for anyone? If so, give it to that person. Share your love. Or keep it. It's up to you. PJ, I'd do anything right now to open your heart. I'd even kiss you on your mustache. I love you, VJ. Can you feel it? Hi, Mark. You look happy today. Stop that. Get miserable, will you? Does anybody have a question or a sharing they want to give? Does anyone want to speak? Does anyone want to get my love directly by speaking to me?
Hello, Ed.
Hi, Mark.
Hi. So my guideposts as to my development. So
God just shut you up for a second.
Sorry?
God just shut you up for a second. He cut you off. I didn't catch what you were saying.
Okay, so the concepts that I used to center my spiritual unfolding personal experience around seems to be evolving over time. So I think like a lot of the stuff that I used to be fascinated or very enthusiastic about is now kind of receding into the background.
Wonderful.
And the most important thing is to be centered in the moment. And that could involve different strategies at different times of oneself. So just by following routine often does not allow me growth.
Just by following what?
Routine.
Yeah.
It may be comfortable, but it's kind of imprisonment. It's a limitation of one's possibilities. So in other words, one must do what needs to do reasonably to be in the moment, and that can change over time.
It certainly can.
Yeah. So that's what I have to say at this point.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too, Ed, and everyone around here. It's great to be in satsang with you guys, and you, Ed.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, Ed.
Who's this?
This is Anna.
Hi,
Sorry,
Anna.
I have terrible colds, but I'm very grateful to be part of the satsang today. I am, sorry, just overwhelmed with emotion. I might be able to speak later. Sorry.
That's fine, Anna. I love you too. It's great to have a heart opening like that, isn't it, Anna? Patty, how are you? You have to turn your microphone on. Patty's talking away and nobody can hear her. Okay. Enrique.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. All right.
Okay. I guess my sharing is finding love despite not receiving love. The heartache that can come along with not receiving the love that I would love to receive, but the amazing flowering of the heart that comes along with that. That has actually been my experience, to put myself in the level of vulnerability for intimacy, but not have it be received. And going through the emotionality that one avoids usually. But underneath all that love that I've found is amazing.
I didn't hear your last sentence.
Well, the love that I was able to experience that was not dependent on the other responding or, giving me that love that I so desired. But the turmoil that I went through, it enabled me to get beyond wanting anything from anyone else in regard to thinking that somebody's going to give me the love that I want.
Yeah, but if you continue on this path, your experience of love will deepen and deepen and deepen and deepen. And you'll discover that basically at one of the deepest levels inside of yourself, you are love itself.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then after you discover you are love yourself and you can stay in that love for a long period of time, it's like the God within you bows to that love and reveals himself or herself to you as yourself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
As an explosion of bliss and energy and light.
Mm-hmm.
This is your true self. You begin to open up the dimensions of yourself, the many splendors that are within with this opening experience, which you already intimate, you already feel. And then you begin exploring all the different energies in yourself, all the different experiences of yourself. And you can love yourself and love others deeply without reservation, without withholding, totally surrendered, bowing to their feet, kissing their feet, surrendered. You can do it with a cat. You can do it to any being, a tree, a rose bush, or even VJ. Angela, do you have anything to say? Ananda, anything to say?
Edgy, give me
Yes.
more and more love.
What's that?
Give me more and more love.
Okay. Let's all love VJ. Just direct love towards VJ. VJ, just relax, feel open, and receive it from the whole group. Overwhelm him with your love. I have a chat question. Can somebody read it to me? I don't have my reading glasses on.
Great happiness to close to you. Thank you, Edgy, for your satsang.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Dumi.
Thank you, Dumi.
Somebody here has repeatedly complained that last week I didn't take everybody to the void.
What? What does that
That I
mean?
didn't direct everybody to the void. She wanted to experience the void again. So, feeling the void allows you to have immense space within which to feel your own love and the energies within. With the void, you get rid of all contractions. The contractions dissolve in the void, and you're totally open to everything within. Imagine it is a cool winter's evening. Not cool like in New York right now, where it's 0, but cool like Arizona, where it's 60 degrees. It should be, I don't know, 20 degrees centigrade. And you're in one of those balloon gondolas with a hot air balloon above you. The engine is firing, filling the balloon with hot air. You hear the roar of the jet filling the balloon with hot air. And they throw off the sandbags and you become lighter than air. And you're going upwards now. It's almost sunset. The sun is on the horizon. Red, fiery. And you're going up into the blue sky, which is turning dark. It's turning black. And now imagine the balloon disappears and the gondola you're in disappears. And you're in space above the earth. Infinite space stretching everywhere in every direction. Feel the space and the freedom of being the whole universe. Now, feel your body within this space. There's no difference from inward and outward in this space. But feel where your physical heart is in this space. Feel the spark of life there. This is the life force kissing you. This is where the life force brings you alive. It's kissing you on your heart. It's telling you you are alive. It's telling your consciousness and the witness you are alive. It says to you, I and consciousness together bring you alive. You, Enrique, Patty, Max, PJ, Angela, Anna, Dumi, Shane, John, Mark, and Mark. The life force and consciousness together, spirit and nature acting together, bring you alive and allow you to see the void and to feel your own love within the void. Now feel your body and feel the emptiness in your body. Feel the energies in that emptiness. They're no longer centered just in the body, but throughout all of the void, throughout all of the universe are your energies. Feel your fingers and your hands. When you pay attention to them, they begin tingling and throbbing. You can move that energy into your wrist and into your forearm and into your elbow. And the whole of your lower arms tingle because you attend to them. You can have that energy move upwards into your shoulders. And from your shoulders inwards to your heart. Upwards into your head. And downwards into your gut. So that they become a cross of light and energy. You become like Christ on the cross. The energies inside of you form a cross. From the top of your head to your genitals. And from one hand, through the arm, through your heart, and into the other arm, to the other hand. Just energies. That's you. That is you. That is you as the manifest self. That is you as the human self. Jesus on the cross is you as a human. Suffering. Ecstatic because of the love of his Father, God. And embracing the whole picture is the emptiness, the void, within which everything is happening. And then you can imagine yourself going to sleep as you do every night. And all of the picture disappears. Even the emptiness disappears. The ecstasies disappear. The body disappears. Consciousness disappears, and you're in nothingness. And you know you're in nothingness because the next day you wake up and you realize that you've been in nothingness. You remember you were in nothingness. But you don't remember it while you're in the nothingness because your mind is absent. It's the mind that can reach back into the emptiness of sleep, into the nothingness of sleep, I should say, and realizes attention was there. And in a sense, you realize then that you're immortal. Whatever is always. The life force is always there in someone awake. It's always there in someone asleep. It's always in you, awake or asleep. As well as consciousness, which is awareness of this life force. And the best way to feel the life force and the knowledge in consciousness is through loving. Loving each other. Or finding a special loved one that you can worship with all your heart. Fall to her or his feet. Touch her feet. And surrender. This is the gift you have to give yourself, to totally surrender yourself to another and be free of yourself. And by being free of yourself, to know love like you've never loved before. Think of someone or pick someone out in our Sangha and imaginatively bow to their feet. Bow to them. Surrender to them. Want nothing except to give to them your service, your love. And be aware of the space around you. Wondering, who is it that's witnessing all this? Who is it that sees all this? And be aware that you are witnessing all of this. But that you cannot be seen or felt because it is the ultimate witness. All of these things will be revealed to you. The transcendental aspects of you and the manifest aspects of you. And in between is God. God is the intermediary between you as the witness and you as Brenda or Dumi or Ken or Albert or Ananda or Angela or Michael or Mark. That is the one that I want you to feel most, is that divinity within yourself. The divine life within, through love, within the emptiness. And when you surrender fully to another person, to a guru, to a tree, or my cat Kali, I will bring her sometime to satsang so you can all surrender to her. She's the most beautiful cat in the world. You'll attest to that once you see her. And bow to her feet and she'll lick your head for doing that. She will show you such love. What a gift to get rid of yourself by loving another. Prostrating yourself at their feet. Holding your arms around their legs and saying, I love you. I love you. I love you. Please receive my love. It's all the thing that I can give. I worship you. I love you. Please take my love. Do with it what you want. Do with me what you want. I worship you. Are there any questions?
Yeah, that I look like shit. Yeah. My hair is a disaster.
You know what you can do? Every day when you first awaken in the morning is to do a body scan, starting by attending to your toes, then your instep, the heel of your foot, your ankle, calves, and work up your body that way, by inch, attending to progressively your entire body. Pay a special attention to your genitals, to your heart, to your gut, to your throat, to your eyes, and come alive. Do 2 scans each morning. Take as long as you want. And then maybe lay back and feel the emptiness around you. Are there any questions? Almost everybody is now unmuted. I don't know how that happened. Does anybody have any questions? Well, I'll leave you with this. Maybe you want to talk to each other after I leave. Become acquainted with each other. Or not. I'm going to leave now. Talk to each other.